What's up, everyone? We're in the Lou with Taylor Rooks.
Hey guys, I'm so happy to be here and be back in the Show Me State.
We're at the Anheuser-Busch Brewery. Got baseball and beer coming up, and we're here with King, who's chilling as well.
Look
What's
at
up,
this
King?
guy.
It's a cycle presented by Budweiser. Are you ready?
I'm very ready.
Let's go. Here in the Lou with Taylor Rooks.
Yay, happy to be here. Happy to be home in St. Louis.
Yeah,
Feels
man.
good, yeah.
Beer, nachos, baseball doesn't get any better than this.
It really doesn't. And the Arch, I mean, where can you go and you see just like a monument of your city when you're watching a baseball game? I love Busch Stadium. So.
I've never been here before. It is so beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You've been killing it recently.
Oh,
Take It There with Taylor Rooks is your new show, and you've interviewed some of the biggest stars: Saquon Barkley, Jimmy Butler, DeMar DeRozan. What was the most fun moment that you've had doing your show so far?
You know, there's been so many fun moments because that's one of the things I really enjoy about the show is you're just seeing these athletes as humans that are chilling and having fun with their friends and their family. So it's always been good. I really liked, playing Connect Four with Saquon Barkley. He's like the greatest Connect Four player ever. He says he's only lost one time, and it was to Christian McCaffrey. We played Connect Four. I lost that game. I had to do push-ups. I'm not a push-ups type of person. They were terrible, but it was a great moment, and I learned some tricks on how to win and Connect Four.
Good
so
for
that
you.
was fun, yeah.
And for paying up on your bet. The fact
Absolutely.
that you were like, I'm
You
not a
know,
push-up girl, but I'm going to go there and do it anyway.
Yes,
I love that.
Lannister always pays their debts, so I had to.
You're fantastic at interviews, so if you have to have an athlete, let's say a baseball player,
Okay?
on your show that you really wanted to dig into and have some fun with,
Yeah.
who would you have on your show?
Well, I am a big Game of Thrones fan, so I think of Noah Syndergaard because he was on the show, so I'd feel like I was meeting a Game of Thrones actor. But he's also just really funny.
He was barely
great
on the show,
Yeah,
by the way.
barely. Just for 1 second, but still, right? You were
Okay.
near Jon Snow.
That's right.
So he just is really funny, always making fun of his teammates on Twitter. He has the whole thing with the hair. Like, he certainly has, a distinct personality.
He loves going after Mr. Met, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Him and Mrs. Met.
Yeah, so many things to talk about. So
Love
maybe
her.
Noah Syndergaard, for sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
We asked some Cardinals players kind of that question, but in reverse. We talked to them in the clubhouse about if they could interview any athlete in any sport, who would it be and what would they talk about?
I think if I could interview any athlete, it'd probably be Tiger Woods and just kind of see what his motivation is behind getting up every day and working as hard as he did to be as great as he is.
I would interview Kobe Bryant, ask him about how he dealt with playing in LA and stepping up all the time and wanting the ball, just his attitude towards winning.
The athlete would be Lewis Hamilton. He's a Formula One race car driver. I just think it's really cool to kind of dip into that world and see what he experiences and everything. So I think that race car driver would be cool.
Lewis Hamilton's a good pick. He's getting a lot of love in the racing world right now. He's transcending a lot of sports, so I like that answer.
Let's see if we can make that happen.
Yeah.
Good luck, Harrison. Taylor, you grew up surrounded by athletes in your family. Your uncle, Hall of Famer Lou Brock, second all-time in steals. Your father, the all-time leading rusher at Illinois. Your other uncle is Marv Woodson. So many athletes, so much competition. So in their prime, who's the best athlete in your family?
I mean, I feel like it's easily me. No.
You have to say that,
yeah,
right?
absolutely. No, but disclaimer, I'm not an athlete. It's definitely Uncle. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. He's so quick. He still always jokes and says that he can steal a base if need be. But no, he's great. He really is one of the greatest, so I would definitely say it was him. But there's some great athletes in my family.
The Lou is in love with your uncle, and it's incredible. Any restaurant you go into, any sports bar,
Seriously.
he's up on the wall. What's that like to be able to walk around town and see a member of your family in any of these restaurants?
Well, it's funny because what I always say is when I was younger, when people would see him, they would go, Lou. And even if we were out here, they'd say Lou. And I thought that they were booing him.
Right.
And I was like, why are you guys booing him? And they're like, no, they're saying Lou. But people really do love him here. But most importantly, he loves the people of St. Louis. He just has enjoyed being a Cardinal so much. It's so embedded in who he is and what he does. It really is him. He believes that the city that gave a lot to him, he should also give a lot back to as well. And I think that's a beautiful thing.
So your favorite Lou Brock story that he's told you from Uncle Lou, from his lips specifically, what's he given you that's been really special?
One thing that I always think is just cute and interesting is he said that when he was young, elementary school, he was in class and they were reading a newspaper. And in the newspaper, they were talking about the amount of money that a baseball player got for food every day or something in their city. And he saw that and said, that's a lot of money for food. Like, I want to play baseball.
Wow.
And like, he started playing baseball because of that, and obviously started to love the game and get really good at it. But that sparked him being like, this is like, I want to do that. Like, I want to have money for food.
Instead of a player that he watched growing up, or instead of being out there on the field every day,
there was
saw
something
that
he
in the
saw in a
newspaper.
newspaper. Yeah,
And that's what struck a chord. Cardinals fans say that they are the best fans in baseball. Do you agree with that?
I think they might be.
Really?
I think they. Now, I'm biased, obviously. I also have, most of the games I've gone to have been here at Busch Stadium. St. Louis just loves their baseball, and mostly because they have to. Like, this is what you have here in St. Louis. There's not an NBA team. You know, you like the Cardinals and you like the Blues, and they just believe in it and love it so much. You can't go on the street without seeing some Cardinals gear, Cardinals hat.
Yeah.
So they love their team, and it's like very infectious to be in St. Louis and feel that for the Cardinals.
So besides coming here to Busch Stadium, which is obviously an iconic stop on the Lou tour, we went to the Anheuser-Busch Brewery today.
Yes, we
and
did.
had an absolute blast.
It was great.
Check that out. Since we're at a brewery, it only makes sense that we learn how to make the beer. Mick, our beer educator, is going to help us out with that. Mick, what do we got?
We could probably jump right into the process of dumping some of the grains in or putting the grains in. Would you like to do that?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do
let's
it.
make that happen. Oh, that's wonderful. Are you sure you haven't done this before? I tell you, you guys are quite the team.
Hey, Mick, we've got the barley. When do we get to the hops?
Oh, you're into those hops.
Yeah.
I love it. I have set this up for us to do what they call a hop rub. I always love to refer to our hops as fabulous. Sometimes I'm talking quickly and I say they're fab.
Mick, you're fab, hops are fab. What's the next step in this process?
After this point, we're going to the cold side.
Kayla's got us here in the finishing cellar. Kayla, it is freezing in here. How cold is it?
So it's about 35 degrees in here, which is your ideal temperature for filtering your beer, adding those fun fruit flavors. Also makes it taste very good. All right, so go ahead and give that a try.
You first, my dear. Guest of honor. How does that taste? It looks delicious.
And tastes delicious. It's fresh, crisp, cold. It's fantastic. Best beer I've ever had. I loved it.
If you want to check out the full version, make sure you check us out on Instagram and Twitter at The Cycle. Taylor, we're going to play a game.
All right, what you got for me?
I argue this all the time. Adults should be able to bring their gloves to baseball games. But you're going to prove me wrong today. I'm not going to give you a glove, but I'm going to toss you a bunch of home run balls, and you're going to try and catch it with baseball-related items. How's
So
that
I
sound?
have to do some athletic
That's
type
right.
activity. Okay,
We're gonna put that to the test.
I'm going to try. Uncle Lou's going to
There's
kick
a lot
in
of
right now.
athletic blood running through you. We're going to bring that out today.
All right, I got you.
All right, first up, you got to catch this home run ball in the Cardinals hat. Here we go.
Okay. Woo! Okay, you don't need a glove. You have a hat. Thank you
Nicely
very
done.
much. This one is impossible.
I told you they get harder as they go along. Let's see how you catch this baseball in this bag of popcorn. Oh! Girl, that was so close. Cotton candy. I don't think I've ever seen anyone attempt this. This might be the first time in baseball history that a fan attempts to catch a home run ball with cotton candy. We're making history here, Taylor. Here we go. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, do not throw your nacho container away till the end of the game because you might be able to catch a home run ball with it, just like Taylor Rooks is about to do. Oh, there you go. No one has ever attempted to catch a home run ball in a tiny little helmet. It normally holds ice cream, but we are going to give you the opportunity. See if you can do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Rooks here on The Cycle, crushing it. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, St. Louis. We'll see you next time right here on The Cycle, presented by Budweiser.